Welcome to Great Girdles mat movement session. So feeling the contact with the mat through your feet. Let the knees soften a little. The shoulders relaxed. And then taking one hand, crossing it across pelvis, and the other hand, the shoulder. Shoulder girdles, pelvic girdles. Making horizons in our body. Let the arms come out, palms forwards, a sense of horizon. And turning one way, back through the center, and turning the other way. Repeating. And resting. So taking your horizon again, and then reaching the arms up, looking to the sky, then directing that all the way down towards the earth. And then bringing the arms up again to your horizon. Sky, earth, horizon, sky, earth, horizon. Letting the arms come down. Bending a knee, lifting a heel. The pelvis being moved. And then seeing if you can draw a figure of 8. This figure of 8 is lying on its side. Let that come to stillness. So, coming into a chair. So we're sitting down, bringing in the pelvis to the arms where they're comfortable. They could come even higher alongside the head. And then we return. We're going to take the left leg. That's coming back. And we're into a warrior 1. The arms then come down to the sides, link or lace the fingers behind, lengthen through, shoulder blades towards each other. And then we're coming all the way back in and seeing if we can lift the leg. It comes back down. And the arms come down, we bend the knees. They're coming out, up, and round. So it's a little bit like rowing a boat. Rolling back up and finding this on the other side. So we're starting this time by sinking into our chair. When we come back up, we then take the right leg back into our warrior one. The arms coming, lacing behind. Releasing, bringing the leg in, up to a balance. Down, and an arm roll. Rolling back up. So we're taking now the right leg, and this can either come in front of the left foot, it could come onto the shin, it could come up above the knee. You might need to sink a little for this. The arms can be forwards, they can be to the sides, they can be back. So a sense of a stalk. We take the leg back, and then we find our dove wings, forwards and back. Coming forwards here. I'm going to take the right leg. It's coming across. So I'm just resting on the toes and the ball of the foot. The arms are coming out. We're taking the right arm under. We're bending at the elbows. We make a V. You can stay like this, or you can wrap around. We're going to bend the knees. You might even take the foot off. And then we place it down and we let the arms swoop. Goose wings flying. And settling. So it's the left leg this time. It's going to come across, rest on the toes, ball, arms out, left arm under, make a V. You might come into the bind here. We can bend down, possibly take the foot off. Then we place it down and find our wings again. Letting the wings settle. And then with the left leg. So we can either have the foot, toes, balls in front. It might be at the shin, might be above the knee. We then bend a little. The arms might be forwards. They might be to the side, they might be back. Then the bent leg lengthens back. And we find the dove wings this time. We have another flow here in standing. We soften through the knees. And we're making figure of eights with both arms. So we're coming one side, and this figure of eight's lying on its side, then the other. Then we're coming down, scooping the earth, parting the clouds, scooping the earth, parting the clouds, the hands lacing the fingers behind you, rolling back the shoulders, folding forwards, and coming back. So turning towards the left side. I'm going to bend the front leg, which it now becomes. Lengthen the other, and we have a lift back. You can look over the shoulder. You could look up. You could look forwards. Straighten the front leg. Let the arms come down by the sides. Then you're going to bend that front leg again, but bring the torso at the same time. Come back up. I'm going to bring the back leg in. We're going to slide that back leg back out. And we're going to take a little balance here. And back. Coming to start again. So the other way, so to the right. With this figure of the 8. Scooping up the earth. parting the clouds, scooping up, parting the clouds, lacing the fingers, rolling the shoulders, forward folding, rolling back up, and returning to the right. We have a bent front leg. The other arm is there. We're arcing over. You can look that way, or you can look up, or even forwards. Lengthen the front leg. The arms come down by the sides. We turn. We bend that front leg. We come back. We're going to hop that leg in. Take a moment. Then this right leg comes back. It might lift a little bit. You might find you can come a bit higher this time into warrior 3. And then gently all the way back. Noticing how you feel in standing now, whether it's changed from when we started. And from here, we're going to transition down onto hands and knees. So we're starting with the pelvis, and we are circling in a clockwise direction. We're going to take the weight now into the hands and circle in a clockwise direction. Then changing this into a figure of 8. So clockwise at the top, anti-clockwise at the bottom. Take a pause. Using your abdominal muscles, just sucking up. Let that take you into a cat arc and back. Sucking in the abdominals and back. Third time. Then the other way. So anti-clockwise with the pelvis. Take the weight now into the hands, anti-clockwise, so circles, but more through the shoulders. Then we're going to make an anti-clockwise top of the 8 and a clockwise bottom. Take a pause. Returning to the cat arc, using a drawing in of the muscles and a releasing. A drawing in, a release, a drawing in, a release. So coming to a high kneeling position, I'm going to come low, so I'll stay in the camera. I'm just letting the hands have a little shake out. You can circle them to change direction. And then we're back. So this time, the weight is over into the arms. We're going to take the left foot and just place it over the right. Feet are off. The elbows are towards each other and we bend and come back up. We bend, come back up. On the third one, we bend and cross the legs, come down. So we rest on the sides of the arms. We lace the fingers together. We curl the toes under and we rock forwards and back. You can stay with this, or if you like, you can attempt the dolphin. Again, you could rock here. And then we come down. Hands flat, arms flat, but still in a triangle. We're going to take the left leg. It's coming up. It can come up parallel, or you can turn it out. And then we bring that back in. We're going to bring the forehead down. We're going to lengthen the left arm. If it's comfortable, bring the right arm out too. And then the shoulders, just let them lift and open. Return. They're kind of flailing out. Returning, flailing out. So you can do this with just the one arm as well as the two arms. Take a pause. Draw one arm in. If it's two, the other as well. We'll come up. I will switch sides. So here we have the weight forwards. We're going to cross the right over the left. The elbows are turned towards each other. We drop. 1, 2. On this third one, we uncross, drop, and we come all the way down to the lower arms, lacing the fingers. Toes under, and we have a rock here. If you want to, you can come into the dolphin. And then we're back down. The hands change, palms flat. We're taking the right leg, it's coming up, either parallel or open. We return it back down. We're bringing the forehead down. We're letting the right arm come forwards. That might be enough, or you may want to bring the other one out too. Whether it's one or whether it's both, letting the shoulder blades come up and out a few times. And sliding one and the other arm in, coming back, and to a high kneeling position. I will actually go low, so that I am more visible. Taking one hand across the shoulders, the other one the pelvis. So we did this right at the beginning. Then we're going to cross the arms, give our shoulders a bit of a hug, squeezing with the fingers here. We're imagining that our arms are wings that are now closed. Then we're going to let them open. And when they close again, the other arm is on top. Then we open. When we close, we change the arm that's on top. One more time. And releasing. I'm going to take the hands down. We're with the left leg first. It's going to come out, the toes are forwards. So you have a choice. We're going to take the right arm. We're either scooping it through to the elbow or we're taking it right down to the shoulder. If you can, see if you can circle the pelvis a little, and this will give a massage if your head and shoulder is down. Take a pause, push up through. Bring that leg in. Then we'll take the right leg out. Toes are forward to prevent slipping. And then it's the left arm, either high to the elbow, that might be enough today, or right down to the shoulder. You might need to adjust the hand. You might find that you can make some small circles with the pelvis that massages the shoulder. And remember, you can circle in different directions. Take a pause. Finding your way out. And then down onto your front. Here we are lengthening the arms, resting on the forehead. Then lift the forehead a tiny bit, keeping the neck lengthened. Sliding the left arm and leg, and then the right. So we're alternating the slides. Take a pause. This time we're going to make a small lift. So we lift 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll rest our forehead on our hands. And then the arms back out. We're coming to opposite arm and leg. So the head's just a little off the mat. We slide and lift the left arm and right leg, and down, right arm and left leg. So we're repeating this. One more diagonal each way. And rest. From here, we're coming into a position where we can rest our forehead on our right hand and then bring the left palm down, the elbow up. And we're going to circle that elbow. So you might find with the head, you either look down or you come to the cheek and look out. Circle the other way. Take a pause. And then pushing through the hands, drawing the abdominals, the gluteus muscles together. Just lift and looking up. You might be able to see your feet and back. A second time. And a third time. We're taking the right arm now down by the side of the body. We're taking the left leg. We're going to lengthen and raise it. We'll push with the left hand. You can either hang here, or it might come all the way down to the floor. So basically we've come into a spinal twist. Rolling back. To do the same on the other side. This time we're going to rest the left cheek on the left hand. The right palm is down, the elbow is up. We circle. Then we circle the other way. We take a pause. We push through the hands, drawing at the abdominals, the gluteus muscles. We need to look over the shoulder and back. The next time that you're down, we're letting the left arm come down by the side of the body. We're pushing with the right hand, we're lengthening, lifting the right leg. Then we let it bend. It might hang here. It might come down. You might even have the heel into the hand. Rolling back out. Finding your way into the low cobra. Palms down. Let the pelvis have a little wiggle jiggle. Let the movement subside. And then come to bend one leg. Come to bend the other leg. The sense that the feet can come towards the head for a bow. So this is quite a simple version. We'll come into the more complex foundation. So we're going to lower down, keep the feet up. We're going to bring the arms back and we're going to pulse the towards the feet. And this might be where you stay. You might find that you can take hold and pulse. Whenever you need to rest, rest. So you can either continue the pulsing or rest, or only if it's available to you, you draw in the abdominals, the gluteus muscles, flex the feet, and you might be able to come into the more complex bow. And then gently back out. Release the arms. Gently let one leg down, and the other. And then we're going to find our way back up to hands and knees. We're taking the left leg. We're circling it out and back in. And we're lengthening it. The toes are curled under. And we're having a little rock here. Bring that back in. The toes are curled under, up into the downward facing dog. We walk through the feet. We come back down. We come up into a high kneeling. The left arm underneath here in the V. We take a twist. We come up. And back. Hands down. We take the left leg back. We reach the right arm out. We either stay here or come into a balance. Come back. And we twizzle around. So the other side. Just before we do that, have a little rock. And then we have a right circle. We take the leg back. We have a rock. We do this again. Once more. We come in. We have a downward dog. We walk out the feet. We come down. High kneeling. Right arm under the V. Bind. We draw things in. We might want a little back bend. Then we release. The right leg coming back. The left forwards. And possibly a balance. That gently comes down. And we rearrange into a comfortable sitting position. So your legs could be lengthened. They could be crossed. We're going to take the right hand onto the left collarbone. A little rub here. I'm just going to turn myself around. This might make it a bit easier now for you to see what happens next. We're going to come up over the top and see if we can find a bony ridge of the scapula. This joins the collarbone. Just coming from front to back, back to front. Then the hand comes underneath the armpit, the arm comes up, and we rotate. And that comes down. And then we'll do the other side. So collarbone. And we're finding the connection with the ridge of the scapula, or the spine of the scapula. The two join to make the girdle. And we place the hand to the armpit, the arm comes up, and we rotate. Come down. Resting the elbows on imaginary beach balls, and then taking the little finger, let it turn the arms up and down. Maybe you can feel a rotation there in the shoulders. And we're taking the arms overhead. This time we're leading with the index fingers. So reaching one index finger, then the other. And then the arms come down, moment's rest, and then circling. One way, and then the other way. Unfurling. I'm going to turn. So bringing now the wrists. So one wrist or two wrists. Then the elbows. And then prayer. Hands down, possibly up. And release. So we're bringing the soles of the feet together, not too near. We're taking the left arm up. We're bringing the right under, opposite knees, and forward fold. We're closing down the shoulders, opening up in the hips. We're bringing the knees in. We're lengthening the legs, flex the feet. Arms directly over. Taking the left arm, lift it up and back, keeping it relatively level with the other arm for a spinal twist, and then bring it back through. We're going to reach forward, palms facing each other and reaching. We come back, the hands to the back, out to the sides a little. We bend the legs. We lift up through the chest. We either stay here or we come up into the reverse table. We're back down. Soles of the feet together again. So the left hand, the right on top this time. We're coming over. Bring the knees in, lengthen the legs, arms out. Bring the arm up and over. Softening it back through, palms facing and reaching forwards. Coming back, finding the support, bending the legs, and we push up possibly. You might stay with only pushing the chest. And softening back down. So we're keeping the left leg bent. The other leg comes down. If it's not comfortable, you could have it out. We have a twist towards it. I'm going to come back round. You can keep the leg here, or it could come more to the knee. It could come over. It might even come down. So find the one that suits you. The hands, like we did before, coming to the back. So gently holding at wrists. Then try the elbows. Then keeping the left arm behind, take the right up, let it bend and see if it may, or at a distance, make connection with the other hand. Then possibly taking a fold here. Coming back out. Releasing, uncrossing, and both knees are going to the left. So finding whatever position is comfortable for you. If it's not easy like that, you could come like this. And we're going to twist to the left again. Then we're coming to the right. Then we're coming back to the left. We have a hand down, the other one reaches through. You stay there possibly, or you come on up, circle round, whichever position, come back. We arc then to the right. Then we slide into semi-sitting position to the left. So the right leg can extend, flex. It swings forwards and back. Come back up to repeat again. So we're turning to the left, turning to the right. We have then to the left a reach It might come into a lift, whichever the arm comes up, over, and then down. We arc to the right, and then we have a semi-sitting position to the left, so we can free that leg. It can swing forwards, back. And then we come back up. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together in an extended butterfly. Palms up, and see if we can place the hands underneath the lower legs. So it might only be a little way, it might be a bigger way. We're sliding out of that. We're taking the legs wider than parallel. We're going to try that again with our arms. So palms are up, and we're just bringing them through. Have a sense that your back is like a shell. Sliding the arms back up a little, then turning. You're going to slide back under a tiny bit. Then you're going to try and bend the elbows. So the back of your hand is to the floor, going behind you. So strong connection, shoulder and pelvis, the turtle, the tortoise. Most of you, I imagine, will stay here. It is, in some instances, feasible to slide the legs away. And whichever position you're in, just gently finding your way back out. We're going to have the right leg up this time. The other leg could be lengthened, could be just tucked there. And we have a twist. Coming back. This foot either stays where it is. It might come even closer to the opposite knee. It might come across with the knee up, or the knee might release down. We're going to take the hands behind, just holding at the wrist. It might just be one wrist, or it might be both wrists. Then we take that to the elbows. Then we come to that prayer position. So down to begin with. This is where you might stay. Some of you might turn and bring the prayer up to the heart. We're more used to doing it at the front. We keep the right arm comfortably to the back. The left arm is coming up, it then bends. The fingers may touch, they may not. You might be able to clasp. We're looking to keep the elbow up and back rather than collapse forward, but it will depend on your flexibility. Possibly better to have the hands separate to keep the elbow up than holding and the elbow down. You may want to bring in a fold. And then we come out of this Both knees now to the right. So we're going to turn away from the feet first, to the right. Then to the left. We slide that back, hand down, reach, possibly lift, let that arm come up, and then roll the way back down. We arc towards the left or towards the feet. And we come back, we slide to that semi-sitting position, the leg, then it frees to move forwards and back, forwards and back. Bring that back in and we turn to the right. We turn to the left. We reach, lift, possibly, and then come back down. We're then arcing towards the feet side. And then we come into semi-sitting. Free the leg to swing forwards and back, forwards and back. And then we're coming back up. We're going to have a moment's curl over, a little rest here. Take a hand, doesn't matter which one, and squeeze the neck. Release that hand. Coming to take the hands behind you. Knees one way, head the other. Few times. And then choosing what for you is a comfortable sitting position. We're going to let the arms come up like wings over the head. Let the backs of the hands, the wrists meet and return. Follow with your eyes up and then down, up, down. This time, when they're down, let the hands be soft and take the shoulders up to your ears. Release. Up to your ears. Release. Up to your ears. Release. And bringing the hands, prayer this time to the heart. Closing the eyes. Feeling inside the body. Seeing inside the body. where you may be comfortable, where you might be less comfortable. Tingles, twitches, itches, whatever is going on. Feeling the atmosphere of your room now through your skin, the air temperature. Maybe you can be aware of your breath, the exchange of air from outside to inside, from inside to outside. And then softly opening the eyes, the light, the colours, the textures and shapes of your chosen space, allowing them to open up to you. And thank you for the time to explore the great girdles of shoulder and pelvis. You may want to take a little time to reacclimatize, connect more with the surface of the body. And once again, thank you very, very much for the journey together with the girdles.